arrivato il doge.
His Most Serene Highness, the Doge. Welcome to my home, Corrado Venier, on this happy day for our two families.
May heaven bless this marriage between my son and your daughter Isabella.
Please.
Good evening, Uncle. Will you excuse us? Excuse me. So, you've been caught too. It seems I shall be the only one left in Venice, waving the bachelor's flag.
You know my father. Once he makes up his mind.
But your fiancée is very attractive.
Yes, very.
The two of you should dazzle the French dandies into a proper respect for Venice.
Do you really think so, Uncle?
Manrico and Isabella make a lovely couple.
Thank you very much. Excuse me. Excuse me.
You're looking very pleased with yourself.
I have reason to be.
Your son is not so pleased.
He will be in time.
Not as long as you persist in making him an ambassador.
I know what's best for him.
I'm not so sure.
You know, I'm his father.
And I am his uncle.
And you spoiled him since the day he was born. You're worse than his grandfather.
He's not a hand-kissing, lace-waving, double-dealing diplomat. He's a soldier.
So was his brother, and he was killed at 22. I won't let that happen to Manrico.
In some ways, I don't blame you. But you can't fight all your life against a man's instincts. Look at me, a born bachelor. Suppose my father had forced me to marry. I'd be dead by now.
Luckily, I didn't think that way when I met your sister.
They say that there is a party every day at the court of the King of France. Just think what fun we shall have, right, Manrico?
Yes, certainly, certainly.
It will be nice.
Vipera should not be too far away.
Are you sure there are no soldiers around?
Absolutely. We've got them chasing a few men over the sandbar at Malamoco. When low tide comes, they'll run aground. Lift those oars.
All the men here?
Everything all right?
Yes, the ball is in full swing and no one has seen us.
Then let's go to Vedette Square.
Excuse me, please.
Manrico.
Yondolo, it's good to see you again. I thought you were in Cyprus fighting the Turks.
The Turks won't see me again for a long time.
Why did you come back?
Homesick, I suppose. One can't stay away from Venice for long.
Yes, you're right.
I came as fast as I could when I heard the good news.
What good news?
About your engagement to Isabella Fieschi.
Oh, yes. Thanks.
You don't sound very happy. The last time I saw Isabella, she was still very young, but she had the makings of a real beauty.
Yes, she is pretty. You can see that quick enough. Come.
My father's decided to buy us a palace right next to the Louvre. We'll give glorious parties.
And what about Manrico? You know he's never cared too much for glorious parties.
He'll change when we're married. He's so in love, he'll do whatever I tell him.
By the way, have you heard the other good news? I'm to be the new ambassador to France. And since an ambassador in Paris needs money and we're not rich, my father insists on this marriage. Can you imagine me an ambassador?
I can't. You can't even keep your mouth shut, even less know how to stay out of a fight.
You're fortunate. At least you fought for Venice and Cyprus.
I'm told there's some good fighting right here.
Not for Venetians, oh no. We hire foreigners, mercenaries at so much a month, plus a bonus if they stay sober 2 days in a row. But not Venetians. We can only be trusted to do our fighting in other countries. Result? The used-cock pirates run wild, making fools out of the mercenaries and rubbing Venetian noses in the mud.
Finest Lombardy silk and most magnificent Burano embroideries. 15 gowns for balls and parties, 8 for hunting and traveling. I shall bring with me my own dressmaker and shoemaker.
And a nursemaid.
What would I do with a nursemaid?
It seems to me that when one gets married, one should also think about having children.
Oh, yes, that's right. I hadn't thought about it. But if I have children, I won't be able to have any more fun. I shall have to talk to Manrico about this.
Oh,
I think he also...
Excuse me. Isabella, may I present to you Manrico's best friend, Yandolo? Do you remember him?
Manrico has often spoken to me about you. You've been away fighting the Turks, haven't you?
Yes.
And what about these Turkish women? I hear they never reveal their faces to strangers.
No,
Did you meet any?
none.
Do you always answer with one word when you're replying?
Almost always.
You just used to.
Actually, I can speak at great length when necessary. For instance, I could speak for some time of your childhood.
My childhood.
Yes. I used to see you playing every day in your garden. You were only a child then. But you used to create quite a fracas with that pug-nosed dog of yours.
Charlie. He was my favorite. He died last year. He was so old. And he didn't play anymore.
Oh, sorry.
I would advise you not to move. It could be very dangerous for all.
I hope the good Lord grants that we meet again. I'll make you pay for this.
Well, now, what do you know? A Venetian gentleman willing to do some fighting for himself. I'll be glad to take you on. You and 6 more at the same time.
Let's not waste time talking.
Right, Rosanna. Garco, you take them. Rosanna, those over there. And you, Viper, the others.
All right, Tita. I don't wear jewelry.
Your ring, please.
What a pity. An old family heirloom. Give it back, I'll pay you double its value.
A nice ring. I like it, too. If you want it, come and get it someday. Sword in hand.
You know, everything is possible.
The signal, Tita. Let's go.
I want to see how brave a man you are. If you win, you'll be set free. Yondolo, give him his cutlass.
An Uscock pirate against a Venetian dandy. Child's play. Ah!
Prove it.
But why is Manrico doing this?
Don't worry, Isabella. Manrico can handle the situation.
Surrender.
Your Most Serene Highness, we were following the pirates over the lagoon, but the low tide stranded our ships on the sandbar.
And in the meantime, these pirates calmly roamed Venice at will.
Here, Ostenburg, a newscock for you. I don't think you've ever seen one this close before.
Take him to the prisons.
Oh, Manrico. You were magnificent.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. Your
Excuse me,
fiancé is
I must
really
speak to you
quite
for
an
a moment.
extraordinary man.
Yondolo, can you give me some help?
I'm with you, Manrico.
Good. Meet me tomorrow at the Quercia Tavern. If we Venetians don't do something, the pirates will take over the city. This is why I called you here. Are you willing to take action against them?
We're all with you, Manrico, but there are not very many of us.
The Uscocks are thick as ants. How can we hope to beat them?
Mastro Civetta, would you care to answer the noble Yondolo?
The fishermen, the artisans, the little people are tired of these raids against them. They will all be on our side. Don't you think that's enough, my noble Yondolo?
Good. I knew that I could count on you. All right, then. From now on, we are all united. In the name of the Lion of St. Mark!
Of Venice will defeat the pirates without the mercenary troops, the Lion of St. Mark. I would like to know who was the author of this stupid joke, and how he could have penetrated this far into my house.
I don't understand it. All the doors are heavily guarded by my soldiers. Your Serene Highness, with your permission, I shall begin investigating immediately.
You may go.
Poor Ostenburg. He patrols the city, and the pirates roam the coasts and the countryside. He goes outside, and the pirates pour into the city.
This is no time for joking, Gualtiero. This morning, the council issued a decree to reinforce the mercenary corps. Already our emissaries have left for Switzerland and Germany to find recruits.
Why don't you arm the Venetians, Father? They will do it for honor, not for money.
That is what the council wants, so that's what I will do. Manrico, I called you to let you know that your marriage to Isabella must be celebrated within the month. I ask you then not to give me any more trouble.
Have the others taken their positions in the trees?
Yes, all ready.
There they are.
Are you quite sure the place is not guarded?
The villa is about 600 feet from the sea. There's no one there but a caretaker. We'll raid the place, and then we'll get out fast.
Get down! Down! Lower the sails! Quick!
They're lowering the sails. Keep alert. They're nearing the landing.
finally of the line of St. Mark.
Look there. Gift to the Doge of Venice. Signed the Lion of St. Mark.
Manrico, at the head of his handful of valiant men, was hot upon the traces of the Uscock pirates, blocking their activities, ferreting out their hideaways, striking them in their very lairs, and utterly defeating their plans. His daring feats were the delight of the Venetian populace, their pride, their hope. Magnified to gigantic proportions by the affection and nourished by the imagination of the people, the legend of the masked hero was born. The Lion of St. Mark, invincible, indomitable, omnipresent.
Long live the Lion of St. Mark!
Thank you, my friend.
You have become their idol.
So it seems.
You don't seem very satisfied.
Oh, but I am.
They say Tita and his Uscock pirates have taken refuge in the castle of Ragusa. A bit too far, perhaps.
What do you mean?
You can't seem to forget those beautiful green eyes.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, we gave everything we took from the pirates to the people of Venice. Except one thing.
And what would that be?
A red handkerchief. And you have it. Have a drink. To the Lion of St. Mark.
St. Mark!
But look at me, mademoiselle. I'm your chevalier.
Manrico. Why so late? Come. Forgive me, Monsieur Delorme. I would like to rehearse it with my fiancé.
Ah, but a lovely couple. Alors, if you take the hand of your fiancé, we can begin.
Excuse me, Isabella. I must tell my uncle something.
Manrico, I had Monsieur Delorme come here all the way from Paris.
I'll substitute for you, Manrico. Maybe I'll be going to France myself one of these days.
Alors, attention, prenez vos places, take your places. Begin. Musique, commencez.
Have you seen my father?
Yes, and I can tell you he's not very happy with you. He says he hardly sees you anymore. Where have you been hiding?
I haven't been hiding. I've been busy.
His blood pressure is rising about that Lion of St. Mark.
He's done more for Venice than all the Doge's overpaid mercenaries, and in much less time.
Ostenburg is leaving tonight. He's very worried about his position.
Where's he going?
To the forest of Mira, I believe. I overheard.
Rosanna, mount your horse and get away.
But why?
You'll know soon enough. Do what I tell you. It's no longer safe here. We'll meet at Ragusa if God is with us.
You want to fight against the soldiers of Venice? They've captured her.
You've done well. A good haul. This one is worth a king's ransom.
Treat her like a lady, but keep close watch on her.
Let's get some more wine. Let's get some more. Hey, Julius, boy. Kind of uncomfortable outside up here, isn't it?
Let's drink to our victory! Hurrah!
Well, now, pretty lady, are you enjoying our celebration? Why do you turn away your beautiful mouth? You know I like you. I like you very much. Very pretty. I'll teach you, you little viper!
Captain Ostenberg. What are you, a soldier or a torturer?
Well, this is a pleasant surprise.
Answer my question.
You're referring to the Uskok pirates. Rotten bunch. Stinking meat for the executioner's cleaver.
Yes, but she's a prisoner and a woman. She should be treated with respect.
But I have treated her with respect. More than that, homage. I've paid homage to her beauty. That's what I was doing when you so rudely interrupted me.
Yes, I saw. But if you'll untie her now, I'll take her back to Venice with me.
She's my prisoner.
Don't worry, Captain. You'll get the credit. Or would you prefer the cash?
His Most Serene Highness would pay a very high price for this prisoner. They make their living that way. I dare say they won't let you have her without putting up a fight.
Very well, if that's all you're worried about. Cut the rope. Remember, you're my prisoner. Captain Ostenburg, I shall see you in Venice.
Aren't you afraid I'll try to escape again?
No. Venice is much too distant. You'd surely drown, and that would distress me very much.
Thank you for taking me away from Ostenburg.
Who are you?
An Uzkok pirate.
I know that, but have you always been a pirate?
I'm the daughter of pirates. I've grown up in the midst of weapons, battles, robberies. That's all I can remember.
And you like it?
Can you recommend another life for me, if it weren't too late?
It's never too late to start again.
The laws of Venice are very clear about pirates. They don't say anything about a new start.
Lower the sounding line! 2 fathoms.
To the health of the Doge's son.
Here I am, just Manrico.
To the health of Manrico, then. How strange. I should feel sad, very sad. Before long, you'll turn me over to the authorities. And this will be the end for me.
Unfortunately, it's my duty.
And yet, I feel more tranquil than I've ever been in my whole life. I don't understand it.
Nasty business when you mix a woman in your affairs.
Haven't you ever been in love, Mastro Civetta?
Of course. Once. With a marvelous woman. A Greek. She cost me an eye.
Oh. Did you really have to pay her a lot of money?
No, a real eye, this one. She tried to blind me so I wouldn't go looking at other women.
Shall we go? I've ordered them to take you to Ragusa. There you'll find your people. You're free.
But you, what will you say to your father, the Doge?
That later. In the meantime, I ask one thing. A chance to see you again.
When?
In a week's time. But not here in Venice. It's too dangerous for you. At Torcello.
I'll be there.
You want me to believe you got away from the Venetian mercenaries all by yourself?
I don't care what you believe, Tita. I only know that if I had to wait for you to free me, I'd still be there. A fine bunch of heroes. You all ran like frightened rabbits.
We had to escape, Rosanna.
Many of our companions had died, and you know it.
Have you taken care of the families of our dead companions?
Yes, don't worry. We've taken care of them with the gold we got from the Venetians.
By the way, who was that young man who freed you from the mercenaries?
Why don't you worry instead about those who betrayed us? The mercenaries were waiting for us. Who told them we were landing there?
I want to know who that young man was.
Hands off, Tita. I'm loyal to the group, but I'm still a free woman. Don't forget that. Any of you.
You weren't coming. Here, let me look at you. I've never seen you dressed like this before.
I did wrong. I shouldn't have come.
And why not?
I'm one of your enemies, Manrico. And then you must admit our situation is hopeless.
Then come to Venice. Leave your companions. I swear that
No. Even pirates have a code of honor. I can't leave now, just when the Lion of St. Mark is making so much trouble for us.
Are you sure there's such a person as the Lion of St. Mark?
I fought with him, face to face. He's the first person who ever disarmed me. Don't laugh, Manrico. He made a fool of me.
And I thought he only existed in the imagination of the people. I think I shall dress like him at the next costume ball.
When will that be?
In 3 days' time. It's the most important ball in Venice.
Ever since I was a child, I've always dreamed about going to a party dressed like a princess.
Then come, Rosanna. You will have the finest gown in all of Venice.
Me? And who's going to take me?
You'll have someone to accompany you. I'll see to that.
Oh, Manrico.
Don't move, young fellow. If you don't want to die. A nice prize, Rosanna. Congratulations. The son of the Doge, no less.
Finally, Vipera. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known how to take him prisoner.
But then, you?
Do you have some cord to tie him with? Ah! Run, Manrico. He may have some others behind him.
I'll meet you in 3 days' time. I love you.
If you wish, I will not mention this incident. But...
that will teach you not to spy on me!
All of Venice is going to celebrate the Feast of the Savior. And tomorrow evening, there'll be a great ball in the Fieschi home. Now, it should be easy for you to lose yourself in the crowd. Find the Doge's son and convince him to follow you to the place I tell you.
No, I won't do it. He saved my life.
And you saved his. Your debt's balanced.
Once we've got the Doge's son, we'll make them do whatever we want. We'll get back at the Lion of St. Mark.
All right, Tita. I'll do whatever you say.
Of course, you won't be going alone. Vipera, go with her.
Don't let her out of your sight.
You can count on me.
bringing Rosanna to the party is an absolutely crazy idea. It's too dangerous.
I'll be ready to intervene if anything should happen. But I think that...
And Isabella? Have you completely forgotten her?
When the Lion of St. Mark completes his mission, he'll disappear. And with him, Manrico Venier.
Why you too?
I love Rosanna. I want to marry her, but my father will never agree. I'll have to find a new life in another city.
And Isabella? What about her?
She's still young. She'll find a young man to straighten out her bewildered little mind. Why are you so worried about her?
Who, me? I'm not worried. Just asking, that's all. Can a man ask?
Oh, yes, yes, of course.
Leonardo and Angela Foscari, Pantalone and Rosaura, Andrea and Anna Zanin, Arlecchino and Colombina, Corrado and Francesco Brandolin, Uscac Pirates.
Our guests don't need to worry about their jewels this time, thanks to the Lion of St. Mark.
I don't find it easy to thank a rebel.
The Lion of St. Mark.
Wonderful in that costume.
I would have preferred you in a different disguise.
But why, Father? The Lion of St. Mark is the idol of all Venice.
Perhaps your son has deluded himself into thinking he can equal the lion's daring exploit of snatching the beautiful prisoner right from under his nose.
What prisoner?
Our gallant Ostenburg captured a girl. I took the responsibility of bringing her back to Venice. But during the trip, the Lion of St. Mark took her away from me. I was alone. There were too many of them. What could I do?
Why did you take the girl away from Ostenburg?
Tell the Lady Ostenburg. Or would you prefer that I do it myself? It's not important, Isabella. Mercenaries can't be expected to be gentlemen. Let's drink something.
Marchese Corrado and Francesca Vendramin.
Afraid? Don't be. You're with a man who's given most of his life to taking care of beautiful young ladies. The Marchesina Melzi and Gualtiero Rezzonico as Savonarola.
The Marchesina Melzi and Count Gualtiero Rezzonico as Savonarola.
Allow me, my dear brother-in-law, to introduce you to the Marchesina Rossana Melzi, my guest from the Duchy of Milan.
Welcome, Marchesina. The devil a monk? Oh, I'm sorry, but I cannot imagine you as a cleric. At any rate, be careful. And remember, Savonarola ended being burned at the stake.
There's enough water in Venice to put out any fire.
May I?
Isabella, won't you come and dance with your future uncle?
You don't want to dance?
I can't dance as they do.
It doesn't matter. Are you happy?
Completely.
Happiness comes to those who wait for it. I want you to remember that.
I shall wait.
Who is that woman?
Oh, she's the daughter of an old friend of mine.
She must be very beautiful.
Lovely. You know perfectly well that I'm only interested in beautiful women like you.
Is she more beautiful than I?
No, you're enchanting.
Manrico, I must speak to you.
Wait for me in there. How beautiful you are.
I was so happy, Manrico, and now it's all over. Tita is here, among the guests. He expects you to follow me, so he can capture you.
Then we'll capture him. I'll call the guards.
No, I'm one of them. I can't let you do that. Please, Manrico, let me go. There's no hope for us. No chance to have a good life together. We're too far apart, too different. We must not see each other again. Try to forget.
I'm not giving you up, Rossana.
If Tita gets his hands on you, he'll kill you.
He doesn't want to kill me. He wants me so he can sell me back to my father. Money, that's what I mean to him. Lots of money. All right, I'll accommodate him. But you must help me. Here's what you must do. And no questions.
Here is Manrico.
Where have you been hiding with that woman? And where is she now?
I think she's found a friend. Look.
Ah, her friends are here too. And what a friend.
Tomorrow evening, go to the ruins of Torcello. There you'll find the Doge's son.
Is this a trap?
If you're afraid, don't go. I have kept my promise.
All right. But remember, I never forgive a traitor. If you should have to get away, we'll meet at the Giudecca.
listen to me. Tita will be at Torcello tomorrow night. You'll go there alone, as you promised?
As I promised.
I have faith in you. I know you won't betray me.
I love you, Rosanna.
Manrico!
Good, my dear Manrico. You're magnificent. Your charm is more dangerous than your sword. You're my prisoner.
One moment, Commander. This woman, whether she be a pirate or not, is my guest. And as such, she deserves respect. She will leave this palace the way she entered it, on my arm.
One does not show respect to an outlaw, my dear Gualtiero. Do your duty, Captain.
What is happening?
The Doge and Oxenberg seemed alarmed.
Even Isabella seemed agitated.
Well, what are you going to do? Everybody stop! No, my friend. There are some jokes I don't appreciate. In the name of Venice, I take my prisoner back. Venice is not cruel to women, especially when they're pretty. Good night, my friend. Now, sound the alarm. Quick, let's follow them. Scatter. Take her where she tells you.
Thank you.
You don't have to thank me.
Out for them!
Come on behalf of Manrico.
Yes, it was he who sent me.
You're wasting your breath. I never want to see him again.
Wait. Manrico realizes how much harm he's done you. He sent me to beg you to forgive him.
Why doesn't he come himself?
He feels he doesn't have the right to see you until and if you've forgiven him. In fact, he feels so strongly about the harm he's done you that he's willing to submit to the unhappiness of having you break your engagement to him.
Nonsense. What he's trying to tell me is that he loves that pirate woman and doesn't want to marry me.
He doesn't love you, Isabella, any more than you love him.
You're being impertinent, sir.
No, only trying to help you find the truth. If you love anything, you love the idea of being Madam Ambassador. Paris. The grand balls, the beautiful gowns. I'll tell you now, Manrico will never become ambassador to France. Think hard, Isabella. Love isn't a toy to play with. It's your life to be lived either happily or unhappily. Don't cry. You'll ruin those beautiful eyes of yours. I'm sure love will come to you someday. A true love, a great love. Goodbye, Isabella.
Sorry to interrupt you. Quite a mob to capture just one man. Or were you too frightened to do it yourself?
Hold it, men. It's time to give this dandy a lesson.
Seize him, men! Seize him and take him away from here! Lion of St. Mark!
Mi ha tradito.
Andiamo, ragazzi! Andiamo! Andiamo! Senti!
You tricked me.
Rosanna.
I believed you because I loved you. But I hate you now, and I'll never forgive you.
Rosanna, listen to me. I am the Lion of St. Mark. When I decided to fight against your people, I didn't know that I was going to meet you or fall in love with you.
Don't talk about love to me. We're enemies. And we'll always be enemies. I'm your prisoner. Do whatever you're going to do.
You're free to do as you wish. You can remain at my side, or you may decide to go back to your friends.
Goodbye, Manrico. We'll never see each other again.
Rosanna! Ostenburg has just received reinforcements and is about to attack the castle. We must arrive there before him.
And how will Ostenburg make his attack?
By the sea. The pirate fleet will be away. He'll attempt to bombard the castle, then attempt a landing. But if in the meantime the pirate fleet caught in a crossfire, that's the weakness in his plan. But if we attack the castle from the rear, where the pirates least expect it...
But a land attack is impossible. You need cannons to open up a breach.
Yes, you're right. But what if someone should enter the castle beforehand?
How?
That's my concern. The important thing is that this victory must be won by Venetians. Is everyone agreed?
Yes!
Bartolo, how many boats do you have at your disposal?
As many as you need.
Good. Bring them to Murano tonight. And load Zane's glassmakers aboard. How many will there be?
About 50.
Civetta, how many men can you get together for a good, hard fight?
100. Hurry! Hurry, hurry! Everything is ready, Manrico.
Good.
Manrico!
Uncle, what are you doing here? How did you know?
News travels fast in this city.
But my father...
Now, calm down. He knows nothing. I came to warn you that tomorrow Ostenburg will attack the Uskak's castle with his ships.
We'll be there before him. Uncle, if by chance I should not return, tell my father I did it for Venice.
But I'm coming with you. Ha ha! Look!
That's impossible. It's much too dangerous. You must remain here, near my father.
Too bad. I would very much like to have seen Rosanna, to put a couple of words into that crazy head.
I haven't seen her since that night in Torcello.
Manrico, are you doing this for her?
For her and above all for Venice. Goodbye, Uncle. Let's go.
And to the health of the woman who tomorrow will be his bride. The beautiful and valorous Rosanna!
Is your wish really sincere?
I've always been loyal to you.
It will pay you to continue to be loyal. Where is Rosanna?
Staring at the sea as usual.
Follow me and don't lose contact. When you hear 3 hoots of the owl, that means I've thrown the rope.
Manrico, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Why not? Scaling a wall is nothing new. Remember when we were children how we climbed the Tower of Bovolo?
Go then, and good luck.
And to you.
Quickly! Quickly, quickly!
What are you thinking about, Rosanna?
It doesn't concern you.
You stand here looking as if you're waiting for someone.
What's there to wait for?
Lover, perhaps.
You're a fool, Tita. Tell me. Let me go. I think what I please, and not you or anyone else can stop me. As far as I'm concerned, you might as well be dead.
Yeah, all the better. Come with me. A nice glass of wine will help cheer you up. Come on.
Drink with me, Rosanna.
You wish me to be happy, isn't that so?
Both of you.
You're happy because tomorrow I'll marry Tita.
Yes.
Viper is a friend of yours, Tita. Don't forget it. A real friend.
Where are you going, Rosanna?
I'm tired.
Really?
Yes, I'm tired and bored. Let me go.
Rosanna.
You're just like everyone else. I'm sick of you all. Leave me alone. You must be insane. What are you doing here?
Austenberg is about to attack the castle. Everyone here will be killed, and I don't want you to die.
One death is like another one. Better to die in battle.
But I love you, Rosanna.
I have agreed to marry Tita tomorrow morning. He's one of my people.
But you belong to me.
I believed you.
I wanted to give you a new life. Give you my name.
It's too late. Go away.
My men will wait until dawn to attack. You have until then to reconsider.
Once and for all.
But their castle is fortified with powerful cannon, as far as we know.
I know.
They'll surely massacre the whole lot of us the minute we land.
I forgot to tell you, my dear Wolf, that 2 of our ships will bombard the port to cover us.
That's splendid.
The Lion of St. Mark will have nothing to brag about this time. Believe me.
You, move over there. What are you doing here?
I'm hard to get rid of. I feel as if I were only 20 years old.
But who helped you climb?
A man who was thirsty. 3 florins.
All right, let's go. That way. Come on, hurry.
Arms! Arms!
We're being attacked! Over here! Fight them back! All of you to your posts, quickly!
That's what you expected from the sea. You betrayed us.
That's not true.
You can be sure you will not leave this castle alive.
I'll attack with all the men. You try to get to Manrico, if the rope is still there. Let's go. Quick! This way.
Have you seen my uncle? I saw him fall.
Rosanna. Rosanna, I'm dying. In the name of God, I ask you a favor. Save Manrico. You'll be happy together. Promise. Promise.
Shooting! They've arrived there before us. It must be him, the Lion of St. Mark.
What do we do now?
Head for the coast and prepare to land. Signal the other ships to open fire! Ships in sight! Ammunition!
Wait! Wait! We must take him alive. The son of the Doge will be our shield against the cannons of the fleet. Reaper, go and get some dry wood.
What do you intend to do?
Go away. You no longer have the right to fight at our side. Manrico Benier! You've lost! Surrender! Fighting. Now, go up on the battlements and give the order to cease fire if you don't want your comrades to die and you with them.
I told you that one day I would have my ring back. The fortunes of war, my friend.
Your Most Serene Highness, this magnificent victory was completely due to your son, who I think...
I beg your pardon, would be wasted on a diplomatic career.
And the girl, I understand she was a great help. I ask you to pardon her.
I shall grant the pardon on condition that she leaves this very day. She is still an enemy of Venice.
Do you intend to exile my daughter?
Your daughter? What do you mean?
Just one moment. Come, my dear. I've always dreamed of having a daughter, but I could never have one without having a wife. Therefore, I adopted a daughter, already beautiful and grown up.
What kind of a joke is this?
Dear brother-in-law, my daughter is happy to tell you that she concedes her hand in marriage to Manrico.
Well, in that case, we should.
If you are thinking about the dowry, I've already taken care of that.
I didn't mean exactly that, but...
But when two young people are in love with each other, no obstacle is too great. Shall we leave them? I think they want to be alone. Well, we've been brothers-in-law. Now we are fathers-in-law. What's next?
Grandfathers, I hope.